Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Boomer, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Boomer's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give him while we are working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go to the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Boomer's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Boomer is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash, and Fred and Boomer take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Boomer heel, and then you just start walking and he falls right in line on your left-hand side. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated our sit command into this, so anytime Fred will stop his feet, Boomer will sit. There's that automatic sit. It's important when you're heeling Boomer that he walks nicely at your pace on your left-hand side without trying to pull ahead of you or lag behind. If he did attempt to pull ahead or lag behind, you say no, give a tug and let go correction to the training collar, repeat your command to heel, and then start walking again. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate is our stay command, which is the hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Boomer's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He then walks out to the end of the training leash. This is a great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Boomer. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute's time and work your way up in increments to about 3 minutes. Now as Fred returns back to Boomer, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind him, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Boomer holds that sit-stay throughout. Fred gives him a little praise and then heels him right out of it. And we'll show you a little more of the heel sit and stay with Boomer. There's the heel into the automatic sit, and then he heels him out of that. He's got him in a sit, he gives him the stay again, walks back out to the end of that training leash. This time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. Calls Boomer in using his name. He comes, has him sit right in front of him. Then we have an exercise called the finish. Fred's going to heel Boomer right around the back of him and get him right back to that proper left-hand side heel position, and he sits. He's going to demonstrate it one more time. He has him in the sit. He gives him a stay. Walks out to the end of the training leash. And then he calls him in using his name. Boomer's going to come in. Fred will have him sit right in front of him. And then the finish. Fred's going to heel him right around the back of him and get him right back to that left-hand side heel position, and he sits. Now it's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Boomer about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with them. Now at first, when both Boomer and Bear come home, you want to start out by giving them both their own private training sessions away from each other, in a quiet place, just so you get them both working perfectly for you, and then you can move to working them together. Now the next things we're going to show you are our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives Boomer a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up maturity and self-control in Boomer. This one you can start practicing at about 3 minutes and work your way up in increments till you get to about 5. Now when Fred returns back to Boomer, he's going to walk all the way around him. Oh, he broke the down, so Fred repeats it. Puts him back in the down, gives him a stay, walks back out to the end of that leash. It's important to always follow through with your commands, so if Boomer or Bear breaks a command, the first word out of your mouth is no, followed by a tug and let go correction to the training collar, and then you're going to repeat the command you gave him. You see Fred returned all the way back to him by walking all the way around again as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. I'll show you that down again as they come back around. has him in a sit, gives him the down and the stay, walks back out to the end of that leash. And this time he'll demonstrate that recall command right out of the down position and call Boomer in using his name. He's going to come in, Fred will have him sit in front of him. And then the finish again, he heels him right around the back of him and gets him right back to that left-hand side heel position. And Boomer sits. Nicely done. We'll give them a second to get lined up for our down from a distance command, which will be next. This will be the down from a distance. You're going to have him in a sit, give him a stay, walk back out to the end of that training leash. This is the only time you use your right hand to give the command, and Fred drops him into a down from the end of the training leash. And despite the tractor backfire, he holds his down stay throughout as Fred returns back to him and heels him right out of it. Excellent job. Alright, we've also gone ahead and just started to advance his training a little, so we have been working with their commands a little off leash as well. So Fred will show you a little of that. He puts him in a sit, gives him a stay, drops the leash completely, and walks away. And he'll walk all the way around, coming back into frame, comes back to Boomer and gives him a down and a stay, walks away again. Obviously, we don't intend for you to try this immediately when the boys first come home. We want you to work with their commands on leash and get them built up to where they're acting perfectly for you. And this will just show you, if you put in that 15 to 20 minutes a day, what you can build up with them, which is to work them off leash. Alright, Fred had him in a down, walked all the way around, came back. Alright, we've demonstrated for you the obedience work we've done with Boomer here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Boomer and with Bear. And we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.